make sure you're in a line, and we'll get you, Ollie does this one, we're going to get you to go through and do 100 reps. This is strengthening your glute med underneath, and you need to have this knee obviously bent, and you're going to go up into that position. You'll go through and do 100 reps. I tend to go through and have a rest every 10, and take this forward, but 100 reps both sides. Number 2, actually while we're here, you're happy to go through and do your lift up into this position. I think you'll find this one particularly useful. And I'm happy to go through and do your oscillations here for multifidus in that sort of position. And I reckon going through and doing about 100, obviously try and keep this reasonably high. And I noticed you said before you found it easier if you put your foot in a particular position.
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah, a bit further away and more on the heel.
More on the heel? Fine. Yep. And try and stabilise through there.
Yeah.
We'll get you to go through and do your. We'll get you to go through and do your rotation sets of 20 7 times, and then we'll get you to go back and you were doing your pelvic tilt thing into that position.
Yeah.
And then I'm happy to go through and do your tap downs of 100, while keeping that down 100 each side. We'll do your reverse squat for your glute. So we'll go through and do your reverse into that position for a glute strengthening thing. But again, trying not to put too much pressure on the lower back. Yep, that's going to be more of a glutey sort of thing. And then while we're at it, just from a strengthening sort of perspective, and Ollie would have done some of this, is just for stabilising lower back again. So again, trying to maintain, again, rather than that anteriorly tilted, the anteriorly tilted position on the posterior, trying to keep it fairly stable, and going through and doing probably about 50 reps each side. Trying to get you used to stabilising here when you start doing, because there's a thing in function that you'll see people quite used to doing this, whereas I need you to start getting some idea in this position. So it's not a bad glute thing, but I'll also give you the idea of trying to stabilise stretches. Hang on, we haven't stopped finished. So he's going to go through and do 4 stretches. So you're already doing these to start with. So this sort of position, I think just make sure you get this a bit flatter. You'll get a better, so you tilt, so posterior tilt, you'll get a better stretch, obviously. Yep, through here. And then you'll go through and do your quad stretch in that position. What I think is a really another good glute stretch on something about this height, but it actually protects your lower back, will be that position. It's not too aggravating, but I think the alternative for you, for your glute, your other glute will be up against the wall in that position for your left glute. Done.